and welcome to the Movie Inspectors, where we review movies and make fun of them at the same time. Hit that subscribe button so we can eat, please. It's been so long since I've had something to eat. And make sure to like, so I can drink.
Welcome back to the Movie Inspectors. I'm Inspector Dustin. This is Wonder Grant, Steve Grant, Prince of the Amazons.
I can't be a prince. The Amazon doesn't have boys, remember?
They have them just for procreation and not for entertainment. But so here we are. We're back at the Movie Inspectors. And Grant, what movie are we reviewing today?
Wonder Woman. We already know that the sequel's coming out.
Right. This is Wonder Woman from 2017. This is part of our big DC family. We're trying to get through because tomorrow, Grant and I are seeing Aquaman a week early. That's right. What are you doing? We're going to see Aquaman a week early, like real critics, and then we're gonna bring that to you, and we're gonna do a quick review. But we gotta finish up the DC movies because we didn't know we were gonna be able to see Aquaman a week early, so we gotta rush. And we're getting Wonder Woman done today. We watched that, and then we're gonna be doing Justice League tomorrow, and then we'll be done and ready for Aquaman. And later today,
they already revealed the sequel.
Yep.
They already revealed the sequel.
That's right.
I really hope this movie is good.
Which one? Aquaman or Wonder Woman?
Aquaman, because you see, here's why I hate. Before a movie comes out, they reveal a sequel. The movie's bad, so that project gets canceled. I hate things that get canceled.
Well, I don't think it.
I don't like cliffhangers.
No.
So I really hope that movie is good, so we can have that sequel.
Yep. Well, I think it is, and I think we're going to get that sequel. Grant, what did you think of Wonder Woman?
Love this movie. This is definitely, you see, because here, it started, it had a pretty good start, then the second movie came out, then it really got bashed. The DC universe really just it was like they stinged themselves.
Yeah. So,
and then this movie was like the comeback.
Yeah, I think I agree. It came out after Batman vs Superman, and
we all know wasn't that
and
good.
After Suicide Squad, which you can check our reviews. They're in our reviews. But I think this is still the best DC universe film. I think it's
Well, let's see when Aquaman comes out.
We'll see. We haven't seen it yet, but of the ones that we've seen, this is definitely the best DC universe film. And I think
definitely better than Justice League.
Yeah, and I think it's because it kind of followed the Marvel formula. It stuck with one character. They didn't try to put in a whole bunch of different characters. And we told the origin story of Wonder Woman, and we got this is like the Captain America of the DC universe because it's set in World War I instead of World War II, but it's set back in period, and we get to see her coming.
Sadly, she didn't shoot a gun like Captain America.
Well, because Wonder Woman doesn't shoot guns.
She doesn't know how to use a gun.
That's right. So let's talk about Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman.
If Wonder Woman ever was handed a gun, she would be like, "How do you use this lasso?"
Let's talk about Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. A lot of people did not like this casting when it was announced, but I thought she was amazing. What did you think, Brad?
It really depends because you see, when she's put into a movie like Batman vs Superman, you will love her performance. But in Wonder Woman, as the main character, it's more like it's good, but there's many other good things too. It's like, for example, she was like one of the only good parts of Batman vs Superman.
Right.
And that's coming from a super critic. Well, not like a super critic that get to see every movie before they're announced. I mean, I basically hate everything.
You do not hate everything. He actually likes them, but then he watches other people who says that they don't like him and he wants to be like that. But when you leave the movie theaters, and you can see in our reviews, he loves these movies. So Grant, I liked her. I thought she was beautiful. I thought she lived up to the Wonder Woman franchise.
Wait,
I
what
thought-
was that?
I thought she was. Look at her. She's beautiful. You don't find her beautiful?
If Mom was watching this live when she comes home, you get it a spank.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I also thought her acting was really good. I mean, Gal Gadot is awful wooden in other things that I've seen her in, but in Wonder Woman, she was excellent. What are you doing?
I'm delivering a pizza.
What? This is the problem with doing live reviews. You can't edit stuff out. So, and then we have her love interest, Christopher Pine.
I guess you can't say she isn't her. He isn't her love interest.
No,
They even kissed.
They kissed.
They kissed near like the middle act.
That's right. Grant loves it when the movie
Ah!
They love to sneak in. So this is Chris Pine.
Well, the best part of this character is that he died.
Oh, that's horrible. Chris Pine is Steve Trevor. What did you think about him, Grant?
Good character. I love how he sacrificed. I know that was sort of an insult, but I love how he sacrificed himself near the end. That was really like they want him to be like this like World War I spy hero, and him sacrificing himself near the end was a great way to show off that.
Yep, he was. It was an interesting dynamic between Wonder Woman and him, and how she found love, but then he had to sacrifice himself so she could save the world. It's interesting though, Grant, he is supposed to be coming back in Wonder Woman 1984, which comes out in June of next year. And I don't know how he's going to come back because he's in like tiny pieces. So
maybe the Thanos snap brings half of the universe, somebody that was randomly dead, back to life.
So, yep. So we have then we have there again a lot. I said that this is a lot like Captain America because not only do we have Wonder Woman and the love interest there, but we also have their little band of heroes
Okay,
here.
quick review over their character.
That's
Actor
the chief.
with a gun, chief guy, sniper who's really bad at his job,
Yeah.
sniping,
Yeah.
and he has a shotgun.
Samir, Charlie, and the chief. So that's Charlie. That's the chief,
here.
and he's Samir.
Drunk.
He's drunk.
No, this guy.
Oh, well, okay, that guy back there that we don't know who that is. But this is their little motley crew gang that they get together to go and invade France, to go look for Ares, or invade Germany to look for Ares. Grant, what did you think about this crew? What did you like? You wanted to talk about this crew, so what did you want to talk about?
Honestly, one of the things I love about this crew that it's not like they tried to rush in. Oh hi, let's fight. Yeah, sure. Like they tried to rush in like these crew were introduced. They were already friends because most of them knew each other at the bar scene. Then the only guy that wasn't at the bar was in the woods, and he still knew who he was.
The chief.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Indian chief on a war zone.
It was
Reminds
interesting.
me of the French and Indian War, and I don't think that's a good thing.
It was interesting to see them become heroes because they weren't all heroes at the beginning, and then they all became heroes because they were inspired by Wonder Woman and her beauty.
At this point, I'm just gonna stab myself.
So
I already am, so you can't stop me.
Wonder Woman is not a human; she's an Amazon, and we
Well,
see.
technically, Amazons are humans, but whatever.
Well, kind of. But the Amazons are also because they're immortal, and so they're not humans. But this is the
That
trial.
explains.
Yep, this is the Amazon island here. Grant, what did you think about the Amazons?
Well, why does this look like something from Aquaman?
Well, who knows? Maybe they're all tied together.
Sort of like of how in the alternate universe the Flashpoint pay. Oh wait, I'm getting off track.
You're a little bit off track, but that's okay. And so we had Wonder Woman was raised on the island of no men. What do you think about that?
Wait, no men?
There's no men there.
That's another thing.
No, that's No Man's Land. But this is the island where there's no men. We'll get to No Man's Land in a second. So what do you think about that? An island with no men on it, Grant?
Well, honestly, no wonder they're immortal. They sort of have to be for the Amazons to be around, because it's not like they can reproduce, so they had to be immortal.
That's right.
They're not like, no fanboy can say, but they weren't immortal in the comics, so they should be immortal in the movie. If I don't know my comic that much about Wonder Woman, she could also be immortal in the comics.
This is actress Connie Nielsen, who played Queen Hippolyta, and she was Wonder Woman's mother. And no, that's not her. That's the next one that died.
Oh.
Hippolyta is alive, and she is Wonder Woman's mother. So what do you think about her? She ended up banning Wonder Woman from the island when she left. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think?
I think, honestly, am I the only one who thinks that the Amazon part of the movie should have been shorter? Besides the whole, when they found the guy, but the beginning...
Actually, we'll get to that in a second. But, so, yeah, well, I thought it was a little rough. You know, she just wanted to go out. But also, she kept the secret of Diana from her. That Diana...
We'll get to that secret a little bit later.
We should wait. Okay, but there's a big secret that she keeps from Wonder Woman about who she really is.
She's a...
And then here we see the big fight scene with the German soldiers that invade Amazon, and this is the Antiope, who's the exquisite Robin Wright Penn, who was amazing in this role.
And died.
And she does die, but look at Robin Wright Penn here. I mean, this is amazing. She is fierce. She is, killing Germans left and right, and
I don't know if she killed that German, but it sure looked like it.
I think so.
Either that or
But she knew the secret of Wonder Woman, and she trained Wonder Woman
when she was ready.
To become a warrior. What did you think of this character, Antiope?
Good. I sort of wish she didn't die. Like her death was just unnecessary motivation that she already had when the Germans showed up.
So, then we have.
That's just my opinion, though.
That's your opinion. No, it's okay. It's a good opinion. It's a good opinion. Then we have General Ludendorff, who we think is the big bad guy of the movie, but we find out later maybe he's not. Oops, why did this go? There it goes. General Ludendorff, played by Danny Houston. What do you think about this guy?
Honestly, I really liked him. And I'm pretty sure he's still alive for...
Well, I think they killed him.
Yeah.
Remember, because she goes and kills him because she thinks he's Ares, god of war. And spoiler, he's not. And she kills him thinking that the war will be over, but then when he's alive at the end, we find out that he's not Ares. But he does have superpowers because he has that chemical that he ingests.
Well, sorta. That's, in my opinion, that's not really... It's more like Bane doesn't have superpowers. He just gets abilities from... So it's not like superpowers. It's not like a test happened on him that makes it permanent.
Right.
Like, you see him ingested certain times, which means it has a time limit.
So he's like an altered humor.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Sort of like Venom in a way. Then we have Doctor.
The Doctor, that's right. The
Who
evil
even gave
scientist.
that guy the weird chemical thing.
The evil scientist, Dr. Maru, played by Elena Anaya. She was developing all kinds of poisons to keep the Germans from losing the war. Grant, what did you think about her?
She was a really cool cute. I just wish that she didn't go to waste, because the only thing she did was create a poison that never even got used in the entire film, besides on that village. And in the end, she didn't do much besides that. Sure, they had to fight to stop it, but she doesn't, do anything else, really. She just she only does two things throughout this entire movie. Well, three. End up on the airport where conveniently the god of war and her general, who gets killed, is there. She's at the dance to celebrate the Germany celebrate, even though the Germans didn't win yet, and in the lab at the beginning making toxins.
Yeah.
Did I just go through that in the opposite order? Yes, I did. Speaking of Ares,
That's right. Now we have David Thewlis. This is the big twist of the movie. He was played Sir Patrick, who was a member of Parliament, but then we find out later on that he is Ares, god of war. Grant, what did you think of this twist?
honestly, it's a weird thing because I love it, but I also hate it. Because it would have been cool to see that whole poison thing be more important, but I really love this costume, and that fight where Wonder Woman fought against Ares. The best part of the movie.
Absolutely. Really, really good. And so, Grant, let's talk about No Man's Land. This is something that we thought was one of the best scenes in the movie, where Wonder Woman becomes a hero here.
She just, like, they're in a trench, they're like, she just goes up on No Man's Land, which makes sense. She's not a man, she's a woman, so she's allowed. But they still try to shoot her.
Yeah.
They fail.
Yeah.
She goes over there, kicks some butt, goes over to the village, kicks some more butt.
That's right. So, and then that's the next scene is.
Speaking of the village,
Yep.
not like that terrible movie.
You wanted to, yes, not like that terrible movie. You wanted to talk about this.
Yeah, this was one of the coolest parts of the movie. Was the scene where the fight. It sort of had. It was very cool. Like, we even got to see of how her lasso could be fighting, because really, she only used 3 things throughout this entire movie to fight. Gauntlet, when she goes like that, and sword. What a variety of weapons. She's like the Punisher, but for the DCU.
But yeah, and the sword gets broken because she thinks the sword is the god killer, but it's not the sword. It's her.
She's the god killer.
So then we got you wanted to talk about the Amazon Island.
Yeah, it was just a really cool. It was really necessary. You know, it sort of was necessary. Sort of like of how to make Batman v Superman better, they had to have a Batman movie before, and you could see why. And you could see they didn't.
Yeah. And that, so you thought the origin story of Wonder Woman was what made this movie very good.
Yeah. For example, Batman's story, even though we've seen it for literally 75 years, was sort of rushed. Honestly, it's like slow motion flashback. It would have been cool if we had a Batman movie, which could have explained that, so we didn't have to waste most of the time thinking some of the movies doing the origin story for Batman, you know?
Yep. I'm just getting our what's up next. So Grant, give us a final thoughts of Wonder Woman.
Well, I gotta say, I'm glad this movie came out, because then the DCU would have never been a thing. Like, it would have died after Wonder Woman. It would have died. It would have never made it this far if it wasn't for Wonder Woman.
Yeah, you think so? I really liked Wonder Woman. I thought it was a wonderful movie. I think it really gave a nice solo film for a female superhero, which I don't remember a solo film for a female in the Marvel universe yet. Although they're gonna do, well, it's coming out. So props to the DC universe for getting that done and getting it done right. I think it helped that they had a woman director, so we got to see them in their, you know, she got to put in that nice touch of acting and sensitivity, but also a woman who could stand toe to toe with the most powerful people on the planet and beat them. So that was pretty awesome, and so I really liked it. So Grant, we're almost done with our DC Universe thing.
I
And our last
free
one
from this torture prison.
the last one is tomorrow. We're going to review Justice League. And let's take a look at that trailer.
Oh, Batman. Justice League. What is DC?
As we saw in Batman vs. Superman, Superman was dead, but we know that in Justice League he comes back somehow.
Yeah, he has to.
No spoilers.
Which is weird, because near the end of the Batman v Superman, they revealed he's alive, but they still have to resurrect him in Justice League, so... Great attention to detail. Dang it, it was a dream.
Violence, active war, and terrorism are all on the rise.
Ooh, looks super...
I had a dream. It was the end of the world.
Yeah, that's called this movie. Oh my goodness.
I think it's something more. Something darker.
Something we call Dark Side. Don't worry, they saw it in Batman v Superman. Everybody's gonna remember that, right?
People were done now to risk their lives.
Strong man, strong as alone. You ever heard that? That's not a saying. That's the opposite of what the saying is.
Most of this trailer can be described in one mood. People looking sad. Or people dramatically looking at their faces.
Why brought you together?
What?
Right ain't over yet. Oh, man.
I love how Wonder Woman is considered being strong in this film, because sometimes he isn't. And that just seems so necessary for him to be strong. I love how even though he's Atlantic, he sort of has like a southern accent.
It's your signal. That means we have to go now.
Yeah, that's what that means.
It's so cool.
All in Taco Bell.
So that's the Justice League trailer. That's what we're going to be watching today and reviewing tomorrow, getting ready for Aquaman. Grant, what are you looking forward to in this movie?
Well, I'm looking forward to one thing,
Yes.
and that's the ending.
No, stop it. I knew you were going to say that. No, seriously.
Well, actually, I do like Cyborg's design here. It's
Yeah.
very futuristic. I like it.
I haven't seen it since we watched it in the movie theaters, so I'm looking forward to watching it again and seeing if maybe there's stuff in it that I missed before. I do like Ben Affleck as Batman. I don't like a lot of the stuff that happened in it on how they brought Superman back. I think that was a little cheap. But that being said, you know, again, I think the movie suffers from putting everybody together without origin stories except for Wonder Woman and Superman, who comes back at the end. So I think.
Yeah, I also think it takes way too long for Superman to come back.
Yep. So.
You even just spoiled it. That came back near the end.
Yeah.
I think what makes sense for the beginning. So.
All right. Well, that is Justice League. We're going to be watching it, and right now, and we'll be reviewing it tomorrow. But later tonight, watch for our review for Into the Spider-Verse, because we're going to go see that. It's opening night for that tonight. I know, Grant, you're excited about that. So watch for our non-spoiler review for that later today. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Batman!